Demi, big game coming up against Nottingham Forest. Of course, it was two of your goals against Oxford United that got us to this position. What does it mean to be the player that sort of helped Exeter City get to this historic stage?
It was a big moment for me, a big moment for the team, beating Oxford. But it was a game that I thought we deserved to win. We outplayed them. We played the way that we want to play, and it was a proper team performance. And the players and the fans were really happy with it. And it was a big game for us.
It's the first time since 1981 that we've got to this stage, and we've been speaking to a lot of the players from that time. Have you, as a group, discussed at all the 1981? Has the story been told to you guys about that?
It's not been told to us yet. It's not been told. It's been told how much how important it is to the club back then, and how much it will mean if we get through to the next round. And I think that's 44 years, is it? 44 years, and they got to the quarterfinals, was it that year? So we've got a bit of catching up to do, but hopefully on Tuesday night we can get one step closer.
Amongst the group, is there a real belief that we can get the result?
Of course. Just been speaking here about how, when you're coming up against a better opposition, you need to be positive and fearless. The pressure's off, and we need to show what we can do, show what we're capable of. And, when I'm playing against better players, I want to show them I'm just as good as you. And that's how we've got to go into it, I believe.
And you look at Nottingham Forest season, they won 7-0 in their last league game. But they're coming down here, and our St James Park is a completely different environment to one that they'd be used to in the league.
Yeah, at home, I believe that we can beat anybody. Anybody coming here, we can put up a real challenge and a real fight and win any match. And, we beat Oxford in the last game, albeit a championship side. And, we beat Luton last season. So, the magic of the cup, you never know what can happen. And I truly believe, and the lads truly believe, that we can go and get a victory on Tuesday.
Obviously, we played Luton when they were in a lower position in the league. Obviously, Nottingham Forest a third. But do we almost go into that game with the same preparation, looking at the opposition the same? Because at the end of the day, a top division team is a top division team.
Yeah, like you said, Luton were lower down in the league, and Nottingham are there flying at the moment. But it's a Premier League side at the end of the day, and we've got to go in with the same mentality that we're fearless, and we can't just sit behind the ball and just hope that we get to penalties and whatnot. Or is it a replay? No, it's penalties, eh? Yeah, penalties. We've got to play and want to win the game and show what we can do, and all the lads, I'm sure, will be wanting to do the same thing.
Let's see if you can answer the same question 3 times in the same way then. What kind of Nottingham Forest team do you want to face?
The truth, or what do you want, the truth?
The truth would be good, yeah.
I want to get through to the next round, so if they want to play a weekend, so they want to play the under-23s, I'll be more than happy to play against them. I want to get as far as possible in the competition. It would be nice to play against, some big players, Premier League players, but at the end of the day, I want to win on Tuesday, and that's the most important thing.
Oh, so I guess you want to play against your mate Alanga?
Yeah, it'd be nice to play against somebody that, he's a few years younger than me, but I saw him at Man United. He's a really good player. He's a player that works hard, and he's got great physical attributes, and to play against him it will be good, but like I said, I want to win the game, and if he's not going to play and that's going to make them weaker, then I don't mind either.
The fans have raised a lot of money to create a display in the stadium for when you guys walk out.
Oh, really?
What does it mean to you as a group then to have the whole collective effort of the club behind you?
Yeah, I was just saying about how, when I go into the town centre, or yesterday I was at Aldi and I met a fan that was speaking about the club and how we've established ourselves in League One, really. And when I go to the golf club, I speak to people there about the club, and there's kind of almost, I wouldn't say a turn, but the it's a rugby city, they say, and football is really really on the rise in this city. And we're an established League One team now, and I feel like there's a real football ethos in the city now that they're all getting behind the team, and it's just really nice to see, especially when I'm a player going into the town centre and people are coming up and saying like, oh, we can't wait for the game on Tuesday. So it gives a lot of motivation.
And just to finish then, what would it mean to you to get through to the 5th round?
For me to get through to the 5th round, it's a good question. I don't think I've been to the 5th round yet, so that'll be the first time in my career getting to the 5th round. It'd be a special moment, especially beating such a high opposition. I do like a cup upset, so hopefully we can do it.